I'm John Schierick in Woodstock, where residents are feeling betrayed because of possible drug use by police officers. An anonymous tip launched the investigation. Woodstock police officer Michael Smart fired. Smart was just recognized for making 57 drug arrests himself last year. One of the department's top drug cops and 3 other officers on administrative leave. The chief not commenting yet on whether any of them might face criminal charges.
The White House did not direct me to withhold the information.
I'm Chris Pallone in Washington, D.C., with 225 representatives now saying they support the impeachment inquiry into President Trump. The president is on the attack, going after Democrats, journalists, even the whistleblower, as the threat of impeachment increases. Democratic leadership says that this impeachment inquiry will be narrowly focused, mainly dealing with the whistleblower report and the president's interactions with Ukraine. They say it could be wrapped up in a matter of weeks. Republicans still are defending the president, many saying that they don't trust the whistleblower report because it seems to be secondhand information.
Putting in an application, a former Georgia congressman forced out of the Trump administration is now among those applying to replace Senator Johnny Isakson, who's resigning for health issues. Tom Price submitting an application to the governor's website earlier this week. The Republican represented Atlanta's northern suburbs until leaving for D.C. Price left the Trump administration after the inspector general concluded he'd wasted at least $341,000 on travel during his 7 months as Health and Human Services Secretary.